keep postponing because of something power cut and because I have a lot of maybe suddenly a new batch will be assigned or something is happened. I've become busy, right? Okay. So guys, as I said earlier, like first of all, look about Linux, Windows servers, networking. Already I done a revision. Okay. So Linux, we have done a lot of times revision, but this time just a refreshment. Always a question is what it is. Okay. What is a Linux? Linux, the kernel is built by Linus Torvald. Linus Torvald. It is also built in Bell Labs only. Okay. So always there is a question, Linux and Unix difference. Both are like a operating system only. Unix like a operating system. Linux is Unix like an operating system. Linux is one of the distributions of Unix. Okay, Unix distributions are there. Like a Unix is an operating system. It is not a open source. It is a vendor specific. So I am developing Unix for my hardware. So I use it for that hardware only. You purchase my hardware, you purchase my Unix. Okay, like a HP hardware, HP Unix, IBM Unix. Okay, so it's not a generalized Unix is not there. Of course, it is there. That is called as Solaris. Solaris. So only one generalized Unix kind of stuff. Okay, so Unix is a vendor specific, not a open source. Not a open source. It's not a free open source. Okay, not completely like a, it is a vendor specific type. So we exactly say it's a vendor specific. Linux is derived from the Unix. Linux is derived from the Unix, and it is given GNU. GNU not Unix. GNU means GNU not Unix. Okay, it is not a Unix part. So Linus Torvald built a Linux kernel. The latest kernel version is 5.17.2 kind of stuff. Okay, so check it once. What is the latest version of kernel? Okay, Linux kernel is open source. Anybody can take Linux kernel and develop their operating system on their own. Okay, so 1 second guys, someone can. Okay, no problem. So Linux kernel is a open source, so anybody can able to take the open source and develop their own Linux kernel and shell as per their hardware or a generalized operating system and distribute it. Okay, so Linux kernel anybody can take and distribute operating system to anywhere. So that's the point of your Linux, the first one. Second, Linux having a lot of distributions. Linux having a lot of distributions. Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Fedora Linux, CentOS, Debian, Ubuntu Server, Kali Linux, Blacktrack. So initial name is Blacktrack, now it is Kali Linux, Kali Linux, Scientific Linux. Okay, so like a different type of Linux distributions are there. SUSE, OpenSUSE, Okay, this type of Linux operating systems are there. Linux distributions. Next, Linux is an operating system, Unix is an operating system, another one is Windows operating system. Windows operating system, again, it is another important question. Windows operating system and Linux. Windows belongs to Microsoft, proprietary. So you cannot take Windows operating system kernel and rebuild the kernel or rebuild the shell and redistributing as per your requirement. No. Okay, so it is a completely sealed. So you don't have any rights to alter the Windows operating system. I'm not saying you cannot. I am saying it is proprietary. So compulsory you have to take license agreement with Microsoft operating system to use a Microsoft Windows operating system. Okay, so Linux is not a proprietary, so anybody can use Linux. Multiple distributions of Linux is there. Windows is case sensitive. Windows is no case sensitive. Linux is case sensitive. It is not open source. It is open source operating system. Okay, it's a single user, single task based operating system, single user, multi-user multitasking operating system, the single user multitasking operating system. Okay, single user multitasking operating system. Okay, so importance of Windows is GUI first, CLI next. Linux, CLI first, GUI next. Okay, first importance is powerful CLI. Okay, so remote access. The remote access is RDP. Okay, RDP, remote desktop protocol, we use it. So here it is, remote access, basically SSH. Windows, desktop is there and server separately. And Linux uses for a server, not for a desktop base. Some people are putting more stress on the security. Guys, if you say Linux is secure, it does not mean Windows is not secure. Windows is secure does not mean Linux is not secure. For example, two persons are there. If I said, like we have a multiple people are there here, right? So 8 members are there. I said Rishikesh is good person. It does not mean so some one other person, other people are a bad people, right? I'm not telling this. I said Rishikesh know this particular thing, or Rishikesh can understand these particular things. Okay, so there is a difference is there. Okay, so compulsory, see, virus free. Virus free. Virus free, again it will be a question. So virus free, why it is virus free? Linux is virus free. Why Linux free? Because of .exe, okay, .exe kind of stuff not work. .exe don't work here. So most of the viruses are created for a Windows with a self-executable, means executable files like a .exe type of files only created. So those kind of viruses won't affect in Linux because Linux don't understand that kind of stuff. Okay. Windows is a user friendly. Linux is not a user friendly. Linux is not much user friendly. You have to need a specialized case. It is easy to use. You need a trained people required. That's why we got a training. Okay. So how many days we spend on Windows? Windows 10, maximum 3 to 4 days, 4 days maximum, I think. On Linux, we spend more than 1 week, right? So 10 days we spend at least. So Windows, the day one you are understanding. The only thing is installation problem. Remaining is we know how to work with the Windows. It is a user friendly. Linux is not a user friendly. So we need to know how to use Linux operating system. Next. Guys, understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So try to add some more points to the differences. Next. Linux architecture question is there. Linux architecture is or OS architecture. Anything is we know kernel and shell. So there is a diagram. So you have to write a diagram and show to the people. Okay. So like this. Take the pen and paper, write down kernel and shell kind of stuff. Remember always, you know already, but I am telling again. So kernel is inner, shell is outer. Okay. So what is the innermost? At a nucleus is a hardware. Hardware means CPU, RAM, your motherboard related things, audio chip, video chip, I/O connectors, disk, everything. So kernel interacts with your hardware, shell interacts with your user. Shell provide user interface. Okay, shell provide a user interface. So whenever user given a command, shell understand the command, okay, runs, converts into kernel understandable language like a machine language or a low level language, and kernel run it, process it, and with the your hardware. The output, the outcome, again kernel give it to shell, shell convert and show on the screen. Okay, so there is a multi-layer diagram is there. This is the only simple two layers. One is kernel, another one is a shell. Kernel will take care of hardware again because it's a very small details. Okay, so be careful with that one. Hardware means process management. Processor is there, process management. You have a memory management. Means RAM management, swap memory management, swap memory also we have seen, right? So swap memory management, process management, process scheduling, process terminations, entire thing. Network management, we have seen network related. Okay, so how to give an IP address, how to up the IP. So if up your ENS33. ENS33 is your adapter name. You know, some cases ETH0. You know, in some places Ethernet ETH0. It in a Red Hat. If you are using Red Hat operating system, the name is ETH0. Okay, we are using CentOS 7. Remember, guys, we used CentOS 7. Again, people will ask question, so why use CentOS 7? The least answer is least one. Trainer told, like our trainer is Latif, he told use CentOS. because of it is easy to download, no need to registration, no need of login kind of stuff. So it is very easy to download, easy to install kind of stuff. Okay. So same thing I'm telling again, why I'm using CentOS 7 instead of Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7. So Red Hat Enterprise Linux, you have to log into Red Hat or a Oracle site. Currently Red Hat is under Oracle. Okay, so you have to log into the Oracle site. Okay, see this is the Oracle site. Go to products. Okay, so hardware, software, all software, on-premises application, server storage. So you have to find where is the Red Hat kind of stuff. Linux. The Linux is, this is Oracle Linux, not Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Okay, for this download also you need a, so we need a basic support. Okay, support, paid support is there, not a free support anyway. Why it is not showing any download ISO images? Learning is also there. Okay, so RHEL 7 download. Okay, so download. This the latest version is 9.0. It is showing, but it is which version it is. We have to check it properly. Activate your subscription. No cost for a developer. Okay, all downloads 9.0. Latest version is 9.0, but I showed only 7, 8.6, 8.4, 7, 7.9. This is the 7 version. In the 7 version, latest version. So this is you have to download 4.22. Okay, so if you click here, it will ask registration. It will ask for a registration. So you're required Red Hat login or a email ID or a company email ID is required from the Red Hat. Oracle is little okay, but Red Hat is compulsory organizational email ID is required. Usually for latest versions, it won't ask. So 9th version only boot the ISO image, not a DVD. This is DVD. So see it is 8 GB, 10 GB. Okay, so mine is better 4.22 GB. Okay, so it is 7.86 GB. Why we worrying? So we have a very less space. 4.22 GB is a simple and easy way. Okay, so this is also 600. Minimum is also 600. And there is a few things, guys. Point number 1. Red Hat Enterprise Linux latest version is 9. Okay, and of course 8 version is also there. Now we can use 7.9. This is also the same thing. 2009 meaning is 9th version, 7.9. Okay, 7.9. Okay, 7.9. We have a thing. So size of the 7.9 is easy. Okay, so as per the syllabus, as per our understanding, 7.9 is enough. 7.9 is enough. Okay, so 8 and 9. So we don't get a guideline for you have to teach 8 or 9. Not there in your syllabus. In your syllabus, they didn't specify Red Hat 8 or Red Hat 9. They didn't specify. They specify 5.5. Actually, they specify 5.5. Okay, so I don't want to go with a 5.5 or a 6. I'm better with a 7. I'm very good with a 7 because IP tables is little challenging for me. So I'm very good with firewalls, not with IP tables. So right. Okay. So this is the current version. To download, again we need a account, but CentOS 7 not required any account. Anyways, CentOS 7 don't have any support. We don't take any support from Red Hat also. We don't take any support. Okay, both are free. No problem. Online repositories. The repositories, built-in repositories are there. So CentOS 7 comes with the built-in repositories. Red Hat 7.9 don't come with the built-in repositories. So these are the points. Okay. So of course, 8 version, 9 version not specified in the syllabus. So then we didn't go to that point. The latest version is 9. Latest version is 9. So this is why we are using CentOS 7. One is direct download, no problem at all. Okay, it's around a 4.5 something, 4.44 GB download. It is a 4.22 GB download. Red Hat required login. CentOS don't require any login. Red Hat don't have any built-in repositories. Means YUM repositories are not there. CentOS 7 built-in repositories are there. Okay, so for working and using Red Hat and CentOS both are same. Red Hat and CentOS both are same. Oracle is different. So Oracle is Oracle Linux. Is also same as a Red Hat OS only. This is also same. Start learning free. That we can see. So already I told Oracle education. So I went to Oracle education. So we can learn a lot of things freely. We can do certification also. The cloud computing learning is also very, I think it is free. You can try. So this is okay. Oracle cloud infrastructure. Build your OCA knowledge with a free digital training. Start learning now. So administrator, developer, architect. Infrastructure foundation certificate, OCA labs and OCA pre-trial. Database foundation. Management foundation. Infrastructure architecture association. Okay. So one by one you can start. Okay, guys. So this is Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Free training is available. Okay. So again, point number 1. What is Linux? Linux and Unix difference. Linux features. Linux features. Okay, that's we will see again. Okay. Linux architecture, kernel and shell. Okay. So what type of Linux we use it? How to check kernel version? How to check kernel version? Uname space -r. Uname space -r. Space is there. -r. Uname space -r to check the Linux kernel version. Okay. Next. So kernel is manages process management, memory management, network management, disk management. Okay, disk management. Okay, like that. So total power management, whatever the management you do it. So basically hardware related management. Printer management. If you have a printer means device management. Printer meaning is you have a device management. Device management. Okay, so this is your kernel part. Next, shell part. Different type of shells implemented on Unix and Linux. One is Bonnie shell. Okay, Bonnie shell. Bonnie again shell. That is called a bash shell. The latest means currently we are using bash shell only. So bourne shell, also called as just sh shell. Okay, there is no bourne. So bourne actually develop. Okay, bourne max or something is there. Is a bourne actually develop the shell for Unix. Okay, and he again develop bash shell. Okay, so that's it is bash shell, bourne again shell, bourne shell, and different shells also came from there. T shell, C shell, C shell, K shell. Okay, like this, different shells are there. But after that, we are using bourne again shell, bourne again shell, bash shell. Okay, bash shell scripting, bash shell commands, meaning is Linux commands, Unix commands, and all. Linux or Unix, both are using bash as a commands. Okay. Next one is file system hierarchy. So Linux features also you have to discuss, guys. Linux features. Linux features also come, and it's a case sensitive. It is a open source, multi-user, multitasking. Importance of Linux is CLI, remote access, easy remote access with SSH, secure access is there, SSH, virus free. Okay, so Linux features add those things. Kernel, shell, Linux features, file system hierarchy. Normal file system is ext2, ext3, ext4. Latest one is ext4. Okay. File system hierarchy. No problem, whatever it is. File system hierarchy. Slash means entire Linux system, slash boot, slash anybody please tell, slash root, slash home, slash user1, users home directory, slash root user home directory, slash bootable file stores there. Okay, slash var slash dev device files, var dynamic files, dynamic data, device files, and slash var proc processor related, slash proc slash cpuinfo, slash proc slash meminfo. These are important things. Try once. Want to know system configuration? Last time one guy asked me this question. Sir, what is how to know Linux system configuration? So slash proc slash cpuinfo. Means cat command is there, guys. File reading commands are there. So okay. Slash proc meminfo etc usr bin sbin. Bin and sbin has a commands like a Linux. What are the commands you are giving? That is stores in bin and sbin only. Bin and sbin only. So that is first important. Okay. So yes, sir. Anything you install in your system that will be stored in USR. Okay, like a slash USR is like a program files. Slash bin and slash sbin. Slash sbin stores admin commands and slash bin stores user commands. Okay. So temp is also there. Slash boot slash root slash home slash var slash dev slash proc slash etc slash usr slash bin slash sbin slash temp Yeah, of course, remaining is there /MNT. Okay, these are not very important. It's a temporary mount location /MNT. Okay. Okay, then these are the main important kind of stuff. File system hierarchy. Already we are discussed just for a refreshment purpose only. Okay, so this is a main theory point. Okay, next very less possibility of asking a question called a run levels. Okay, run levels. Run levels are totally 5 run levels are there. Init 0, init 1. Sorry. Run levels are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels are there. So 0 run level means there is a file called a run level file is there. /etc/ init tab. Okay, in this one it's a kernel related tab like fs tab type. Okay, in this one it is run level will be specified, but these run levels are not there directly in the 7. Up to 6 only run levels. From 7 onwards the run levels are a little different. Okay, it works but different. Okay, it is meaning is halt. It is a single user mode used for a troubleshooting purpose. Multi-user without NFS means networking support is not there. This is full mode. Multi-user with NFS, no GUI, only CLI. It's like a user defined. Now we will define that one. The 5.1 is X11 type, means multi-user with NFS, okay, and also GUI. It's like a full type. We use Linux in GUI mode, so that is called a X11 system. It is 5. It's like a reboot. Okay. Out of this, there is a commands also there. Like if you put a command init 0, meaning is put a command called init 6 means reboot. Okay. Some people ask a question also, how to shut down the system, how to power off the system. Okay. Power off the system, power off. Alright, shut down the system, reboot the system like this. It will ask, right? Reboot is command is reboot only. Okay, so this is the command. This is the command purpose. Okay, better it is. We will understand. Init 0 is nothing but a power off. Init 6 is nothing but a reboot command, which is to shut down or a halt. Halt means turn off kind of stuff or restart. Of course, shutdown command is also there. So don't worry. So these are the run levels in the theory point. Okay, next hashtag. Okay, in a prompt, it is showing a hashtag, means you log in as a root. If it is showing dollar, you log in as a regular user. a normal user as time. Guys, now it is 1:09, so only Linux basic commands. So revise who am I, to know what are the who log into your system, who am I, current login system. Switch user, switch to root user, switch to root user without changing current working directory. pwd present working directory or a current working directory. pwd present working directory or a current working directory. su space hyphen user1, switch to user1 with a user home directory. Okay. Date command to tell date and time. Date command with a certain formats you have to do, like a percentage d, percentage b, percentage y. Like you will get a today's date, date, month with a full name, year, full year, four letters year. Okay, so you can check it. Cal 2019 calendar, cal March 2022. Okay, so like this you can able to tell. Echo represent, so print the statement kind of stuff, like a hello, this prints on screen. So this is echo command. Echo command also execute the commands inside. For example, my host name is dollar host name. Like this, you can able to run a command inside a statement. So when we got a host name, so then also you can see host name. Host name, to know the host name space hyphen s, host name space hyphen I represent IP address, s represent only the main part of IP address. And also you can use echo dollar user, current user, echo dollar home directory, like this. Okay. Echo dollar environmental variables specified in a environmental variables underscore home. Yeah, this a point. Okay, so echo host kind of stuff. Yeah, if I open a PPT, then it is very easy. Okay, so we can directly see from the PPT and we can type. Okay. Next, for creating a directory, mkda, to create a file, you can use touch. Create emt file. Create a empty file, and some people think we can create a empty file. So I'm a recording or not recording? Yes, very good. Okay, why we are creating empty file? So different purposes, guys. It can be empty files created for just for a log purpose, or some task completed representing certain tasks completed. Okay, for certain log purpose, logs purpose, you can create a thing. Maybe you want to put some data in future. Maybe you want to put a certain data, or maybe time stamping purpose. Okay, so we can create a empty files. Some people wanted to ask like, so why you are creating empty file? What is the use of creating empty file? You want to create a file with certain data, that is different one. Okay, so any purpose, empty file I create, later I will add data, or maybe I use it for a log. related, or maybe a task completion represents a certain task completed. I use this command. Scripting, at the time of scripting, I can use it. Next. That command, use it to create a file to add a data to your file too. So along with the data. CTRL control, then it will be saved. Next, cat double greater file 2, add new line to file 2. So this is append to existing creates it creates or replace creates file or replace content in file. This is also create a file if it is not there. You create a file and append to the existing data. Okay, so these are the file creation. Yeah, I think I may forget, so that's why I'm writing these things. expr is an expression related, like you can add two numbers. Spaces are important. expr arithmetic and logical expressions purpose. I am using only for arithmetic purpose only. Anything you can add it, like next one is BC is also there, basic calculator kind of stuff. So try that kind of stuff. mkdir data1 to create a directory. mkdir data2 m data3, like we can create a multiple directories also. I can able to. Okay, so cd data1, always check the pwd. So okay, you want to come out from the data, so cd dot. Okay, so paths are very important, guys. mkdir data1 slash da1, you can create a subdirectory and set directly like that. Next, copy a file like a file1 to data1 directory. What is the mistake? cp copy file, cp move file2 to data1, moving file. Okay, I'm not going very depth, guys. Only I'm telling the command representation. cp move and stuff. Next, to delete a file, rm file1. Okay, rm file1, or you can use rm space -f file1 for forcible deletions. Next, rmdir data3. Okay, to delete a empty directory, rm space -rf data1. Delete a directory which contains a some information. So not empty directory, not empty. Next, linking. What are the links? Soft link and hard link. Okay, how to create a link? So first of all, I creating a file called a cat space greater. So wo file 1 means it's a original file I created. So I put a this is wo file 1 original file. Okay, I created a file. Now ln wo file 1 and h file 1 ln space hyphen s o file 1 s file 1. Okay, the first command is to create hard link. This command is create soft link. Okay, so here is a hard link file is h file 1 and here it is a soft link file is s file 1. Okay, remember these points again. Original file o file 1 is delete. The hard link file available o file 1 is and better o file 1 h file 1 s file 1. So original file, hard link file, soft link file. So what is the difference? So look at here. So original file, now it's 10K. H file is also 10K. S file it shows 6K. O file is updated, added certain lines. It become 30K. And it is also become 30K, but it is a 6K only. Okay, meaning is size of the original file increases, hard link file increases, but soft link file no change at all. Its soft link file is like a shortcut, hard link file is like a duplicate file, You can access data from any of the file. You can access the data from any of the file. Inode. For example, inode value is like this. Okay, so inode value of original file and hard link file is same and different to soft link file. If I delete original file, hard link file is available. It is not available. Okay, or invalid. You can't access the data. So size of the file, original file, hard link file is same. Original file increases, hard link file increases. Inode value of original file and hard link file is also same. If you delete a original file, h file 1 we can able to access, s file 1 we can't able to access. Okay, so inode value is different from your original file and size is also different. Okay, so again What is this inode? This is another theory question. Okay, inode. So very simple. What is inode? That is, we don't mind about it. What is inode table? Okay, every file or a directory is nothing but a file in the Linux system. So inode table has a table number, for example 3452. So each table having a information, information of the file, like a file name, okay, permissions like read permission, write permission, execute permissions, user permissions, group permissions, other permissions. Okay, these are our permissions are there. Okay, permissions, size, location, data block number, data block, okay, ACL information. Okay, so that is stores in the inode table. Not only this, like a user ID, group ID. I don't know how much new people are understanding or not. ls space -l display the long list format of data. So we can change permissions. To change it, we use chmod. In two ways, we can just read, write, execute. Read, write, execute. Read, write, execute. User, group, others. The permissions is always like that. So first part is, for example, read, write. User is can able to read and write. Read, write. Group members can able to read and write. Others only can able to read it. So it should be splitted. This is user part. This is group part. This is others part. Next, user. For example, user 1 to group 1. This is a something file 1. So on file 1, okay, so user 1 read and write, group 1 members read and write, others other than this user and groups only having read permissions. Okay, we can change these permissions like this. So I want to remove write permission to the group chmod write minus w minus z, write g minus w. So removing write permissions to the group like this. What is this minus kind of stuff? Look at here, it is plus means set, like you want to add permission. Minus is a reset, exactly say remove permissions. Equal is replace. Okay, here represent all. Okay, like this. chmod a plus x file 1. So add a execute permission to all. Okay, so next one is absolute mode, that is symbolic mode. This is absolute mode. So read, write, execute represent with the numbers. So actually it is octal based binary numbers type. Okay, 421. Okay, so for example, you want to change a permission is read write So read permission. You want to get this permission, you have to give chmod 644 your file name. Or I want to change on a directory or w x or x and no permission at all. Chmod 750 directory name. So this is the symbolic mode. Then if you change this and so username, okay. So on a file, user one is a user, group one is group on a file one. So you want to change the group, change the owner, one. For example, I am changing to user 2 on file 1. So change owner, change group, chgrp. So I put a group 2 on file 2. You put a ls space -l. So whatever it is, okay. So whatever it is, you will get a user 2 and group 2 on a file 1. Okay, this is a changing owner user. This is changing group. So I will go to old one only. For understanding, okay. This is the previous condition. Okay, ch1, chgrp. You want to change at a time. For example, you want to change on file 1, both user and group. You want to change it. Okay, so I'm taking like this: ch1, user 3, group 3, file 1. And you get it like this: user 3, group 3, file 1. Okay, so like at a time we can also change it. Recursive mode also we can change it. Okay guys, I'm keep telling, I don't know you guys are understand or not. Process management. No. Redirection. Greater, double greater, number 2 greater, ampersand greater, and stuff. Of course, one more is there, that is 2 greater, ampersand 1. Okay, this kind of stuff. The first one is, of course, the first one. This is input redirection. 0. This is output. Goes to file. Here run your terminal. So I just easily putting screen. Okay. So it is a replace kind of stuff. Create and replace. Okay. Replace the file kind of stuff. Output goes to file, but this time it is append same error on screen. If it is showing error on screen only, on terminal only. Number 2 kind of stuff. Now error goes to file output on screen. Output error goes to file. This is output and error goes to file. Append type. This is thing. Okay, redirection, error redirection, append. Okay, I'm not giving any example here. I told about a find command. Use it to find files, directories in Linux system. You can use another command called locate. Find /name passwd example. Okay, so meaning is find. You have to tell location -name is common keyword. Star represent all. Question mark represent single char. Okay. Specific characters. Like a range tag. Next, paths are important, guys. Absolute, relative paths based on current location. Based on current location. For example, ls data file / this is a relative path. Absolute path ls /home /user 1 /data file. Okay, this is the simplest example. Okay, for example, you want to read a file. I want to read a file. Cat. This is called having a F5 file. F5 file. Relative path, absolute path. So current depends upon your current working directory. You given a path, that is relative path. Yes. Process management. Okay, I will finish process management, job controlling, cron tab kind of stuff. Okay, so ps is a command, ps space -e. Okay, so check the difference between all these things. ef ps space -aux what it is display, and ps space -evo anything process id, ni cmd. Okay, ni means nice value, process id, user, like this you can specify. I forget a grep kind of stuff, that is we forget. Yes, grep. Okay, grep is very important. After grep is in the text line you want to display certain things, like you put a grep user one no. Yeah, so grep user one /etc/passwd. So where is the user one keyword in this particular file? So those lines will be displayed. Those lines will be displayed. For example, grep /bin /bash /etc/passwd. So where are the bin bash is located? It display those kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. So there is in a grep also there is a keywords are there. So I'm using these keywords virix_of $g_file1. In g_file1, any place virix_of is there, it display those lines, and that to the line virix_of line must be end of the file. So it display all lines which contains virix_of. It display all lines which contains virix_of with ignore case sensitive. Ignore the case sensitive. So capital V, capital C, it is not there. We display all the lines which contain virix_of. The virix_of must be end of the line. Okay. Again, I'm using ignore the case sensitive in all scenarios. Okay. Cap represent virix_of must be start of the line, so it will display those lines only. Grep -v display the lines which don't have a virix_of inside. Grep -h actually hrn c is also there. Okay, try to find any other grep kind of stuff. In a filtering, there is so many are there. I'm not doing anything. Sort space -r, sort space specific column, mp1, mp2, mp1. How to specify column 3 or column 4. Numerical sort based on a numerical values. Cut command is there. Sort command, cut command, paste command, tr translation command is there. Next, head is head /etc/passwd. Top 10 lines or first 10 lines. First 10 lines. First 10 lines. Tail /etc/passwd. Last 10 lines. Okay. By default, +5. First 5 lines. Okay. So same thing, 15, 20, 30, like that. Header. Sorry. Tail -6/etc/passwd. Guys, it is only refreshment purpose only. That's why I'm typing like that. Okay. last 6 lines. Compulsory go through once if you are not at went inside. Okay. WC word count. WC word count. Word count. Okay. So there is options called a W space -L, WC -C, WC -words, WC -C. Okay, so you have to tell the file name also. So its file name or redirection input should be given. Next, pipe. Pipe. What is a pipe? You have a command 1 is, and you given a command 2. Okay, you have to give some input for a first command, right? So output of meaning is input to command 2 is output of command 1. So what are the output is generated by command 1 is input to this one. Next one is T. Okay. So this is generally command 1 T some file name. Okay. So how it is works? Command 1 output displays on screen and write into file 1. So that is the use of T command. Okay. This is some refreshments. It's look like a Linux good thing. Okay. Yeah, I again jump back once again. So that is okay. Yeah, PS command. So this is a PS command process. Another one is stop command. Next, to kill any process, kill process ID number. Kill process ID number. Kill process ID number. Okay. Next, kill -9 PID. Kill -15 PID. So -9 means kill. -15 means terminate. This is also terminate. It's also same as kill process ID. This is a process management. How to check the process and how to kill the process. Okay, but nice value. Nice value is a -20 to 19. Please check the range once again. Okay, it's like this. Okay, lesser than nice, more priority. So you can open like a nice -15 because of 10 is a numerical value, so it won't understand what is the 10 meaning. So I'm giving -n. For example, I given sleep 1000 %. I start a process of sleep 1000 process with a nice value -10. Okay, how to renice like a -n 5 means +5 only, and a process ID. Okay, so in a particular process, their process, I'm changing renicing to 5. So we need a process ID here. Okay, so this is nice value, changing priority. So defining open a process with a certain nice value, with a certain priority, higher priority. Okay, you can change the nice value by using renice, but here in the renice you have to use process ID because of renice the existing process. This is creating new process. This is changing nice value for existing process. Okay, always higher means minus, lower means plus priority. Okay, next job scheduling. Okay, for example, sleep 1000 ampersand. Okay, meaning is run sleep 1000 process in background. Okay, it's a background. So if you put a sleep 1000 runs sleep 1000 process in foreground. So what is the difference? Foreground process runs on your terminal. For example, you put a cat greater file1. Immediately it shows like a blank screen like this. You can type something like this. The process running on a foreground. Same thing. I put a sleep 10 seconds on my screen. It runs for 10 seconds on my screen. This process is running. If I put like this, for 10 seconds, the process is running in background. Process is running in a background. Okay. To check the background process, scheduling jobs, command is ps space -z, and important command is jobs command. Okay. For example, you are running this process. So job number 1, sleep 1000 ampersand, showing running. So fg %1 bring background. So I'll put it easy way. bg process to fg means foreground. fg minus fg space %1. So that process I'm bringing into foreground. Control Z, stop process. It is running in foreground. So it is, if you put a Control Z, it stop the process. Don't kill the process. Control C, terminate or kill the process. I don't want to terminate the process. I want to stop the process. So then you can check it again with the jobs. One job, sleep 1000, ampersand missing, ampersand will be there, won't be there. So then it shows stop, kind of stuff. Again, you want to run bg %1. It means start process again. It's a totally thing. Okay. BG background process, FG foreground process. You want to run a process in a background, command and ampersand. You want to run a process in foreground, just a command, not required ampersand. To check the background process, ps space -z or a jobs. You want to control the jobs, like you want to run a background process into foreground, fg. You want to stop the process, Control Z. You want to run it again in the background, fg %, bg command. Okay. Last 80 This is for a scheduling a jobs. This is for a scheduling work. 80 time base 24 hours format. Okay. Now it is a 154. So 215 I schedule a job. So I run a certain work. Okay. So I said copy all data into my like this. At 215 it will be copied. Okay, so this is one-time schedule. Controls are 80Q to check the queue, 80RM to delete the particular job. Next is Cron Tab. Cron Tab is more like a VI editor type. Okay. In the Cron Tab, there is a 5 places are very important. Okay. The first one represent minutes. The first star represent minutes. Whatever it is, minutes. The second star represent hours. As third star represent day of month. Day of month. The fourth star represent month. Fifth star represent week. Okay. So this is minutes, hours, day. Day is correct, right? Day. This is months. So this is week. Okay. So like this. This is means every minute. Actually, this 5 stars represent every week, every minute. Do this task. You have to tell the task point here. This remaining is every 10 minutes. Okay. Every 2 hours. Okay. Meaning is every 2 hours. Every day morning 9:30. Morning 9:30. Okay. So like this. Every Friday at 23:00 means night 11 o'clock. Okay, these are the some examples because the time is also. So these are the most important commands, guys. Once again, the commands again. So because lot of time they're asking what are the Linux commands? Not only a theory question. Theory questions also very important. Commands also, if you see the random commands also, like tell me 20 commands. See, at least 20 commands. Who am I? PW, SU, date command, cal command, echo, hostname, expr, PC, touch, cat getter, cat double getter, mkdir, cd, cp, mv, rm, rmdir, ln, right? ln, ls, ssh command is also there, chmod, chbourne, chgrp, okay, redirection things, find command we discussed, of course, wildcards, paths that we discussed. That is not a command, but it is we discussed. Grep command is there, sort command is there, cut is there, paste is there, tr is there, head is there, tail is there, c is there, piping t, one more is there. To read a file, we use cat. You use less, we use more. See, three more commands came. These are we are practiced. We know these things. To control the process, to check the process, ps command is there, top command is there, to kill command is there, to start a process with a certain nice value, nice command we know, nice value we know, job command we know, and fg bg, not direct commands, but still it is a job schedule. At cron tab. Okay, so how many commands we got it now up to now? Just count it if you want. Uname space -r for kernel. Kernel shell. What is OS? Okay, what is OS? What is simple operating system? Network operating system. Okay, single user, single task, single user, multitask, multi-user, multitask. Power came now at the end of the class. Okay, so kernel and shell. So Linux, to know the kernel version, the command is uname space -r. This is another command. So count it. Uname space -r. You know, init 0. You know who am I? At least you can count it from here. Who am I? Two commands. pwd 3 su switch users. Okay, date, cal, echo, hostname, expr, bc. So 10 commands are completed. Touch, cat, mkdir, cd, okay, cp, mv, rm, rmdir, ln, okay, chmod, grp, chown, okay, find, grep. Yeah, 20 commands are completed here only. Okay, so sort, cut, paste, get tail, wc, okay, less more, ps, okay, job controlling, job scheduling. So these are all completely your Linux based commands are enough. So I didn't go to Linux admin commands. Okay, Linux admin I didn't went. Okay, Linux admin, user add, user mod, user del, group add, group mod. Okay, first of all, basic important. Admin nice, but compulsory check the user. Group del. This is user management kind of. Next id command is there. Next one is /etc/ passwd /etc/group /etc/shadow. Okay, these three files are very important. Sudo is very important. Su is important. How to make a sudo here? Okay, modification and all. So check it. User modification, user adding, user modification, user relation. At least 3 commands. Better to check once. And what is these 3? What is ID? Okay, what is the use of sudo? Do as a super user. Who is super user? Root. Okay, no need to switch to root. You can use sudo and command. Next, package management, RPM and yum. Guys, we are using a CentOS or Red Hat. Okay, 6 and 7 kind of stuff. So we use these things. So we are not using Debian, Ubuntu, kind of stuff. Ubuntu apt get package management, Ubuntu apt get Debian and is there. Okay, so same Red Hat 8 or a 9, again differences will be there. Fedora having different kind of stuff. DPG, DKG, PKG, something will be there. So try to find it. What are the different packages? Don't get confused in it. So last time there is a question about that one DPG, KPG kind of stuff. So the people get confused what it is. I said it is Ubuntu is apt get and Debian is this kind of stuff. So we are using CentOS. Tell the answer. We are using CentOS. The package management, PKG, package management. Package management we use yum only. RPM command. -I installation. -I for installation. Okay. Uninstallation. Update. Okay. U means like a update. Capital U use it. Uninstallation, maybe AX we can use it. Okay, so yum install. Okay, and package name. Yum update. Yum remove. These are the basic commands. Okay, admin related. So this is a purely Linux admin related. Disk management. Yup disk. Okay, so yup disk. As it is no dev slash sd yeah. So you want to create a new one. So like yum p print. P means print the partition table. V means verify the partitions. If anything is available, new partition. And first one you don't need to give. Okay, for second one, how much you want it? I want a 2 GB disk partition. I want it. So I created a 2 GB partition. Again verify P. Okay, then you want to change anything, L, T kind of stuff, you have to use it. Okay, sorry, L is there, T is there. Okay, otherwise just verify and save it. Next, that is a command part probe. We use part probe. There's two commands are there. We use part probe only. Okay, then emk fs.ext. Guys, this command used in different ways, but I use like this. Okay, /etc/ no mkfs command. Next, we created a mkdir directory and we use mount command. ds space -h to verify the mount information. blk id, okay, block id, and also we add a thing into VI editor. Yeah, I didn't cover the VI editor. So guys, VI editor also very important. Okay, /etc fs tab. VI editor, once you open anything with the VI editor, you have to give press I, right? VI editor, press I for insert mode. Escape. Go back to command mode. U for undo. Undo the changes. Okay. PP, sorry. YY to copy. P to paste. So these are the options are there. Just okay, go through VI editor. I'm not changing. So VI go to edit the VI FS tab. Okay. So again you mount it and again mount it and verify with the dio space -h. Next we have seen LVM. Okay. Physical volume volume group, logical volume. Okay, combining physical volume to create a volume group and create a logical volumes inside a volume groups. That's it. Okay. So if they ask question, then definitely have to tell an answer. Okay, physical volume, volume group, logical volumes. At least tell those names, guys. If you are unable to tell complete history, no problem. At least tell the basic names. Combination of physical volumes, we create a volume group. So okay, we can create a logical volumes in the volume group, and we can utilize logical volume. We store data in a logical volumes, right? Network management. How to check IP address? If config array IP addr nm cli. Different ways to check the IP address. Okay, how to change an IP address? So different ways to change an IP address is there. Okay, manual disable kind of stuff. If up to enable, if down disable the adapter. Anything we discuss? Okay, HTTP, FTP, NFS, SCP, SSH. These services also we have seen. That's it. That is enough for today. Not today, just for now. Okay. People are gone also. Only 6 members are there. Guys are okay up to here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, go through the questions are sent. So if I keep telling, so you, how much I can able to tell how much you will listen, how much time you are wasting, I am wasting your time also. Okay. So go through one by one, go through one by one, go through one by one. If any point is having a doubt or more points are there, like a 10 points are there totally. What you do, guys? Put it in your things, like a what is a private cloud, public cloud. Just go through all the things. Okay, so and as well as I told you meeting, conduct a meeting for today, tomorrow yourself. I'm not conducting any meeting, no class again. Okay, what I want it, if you have any doubts, put it in a group, or you want some doubt clarification session is required, ask me. I will conduct either in morning or afternoon session. So today check all the things. If you have any doubts, so then we'll doubt clarification session, we'll do it. So I want to repeat a Linux. That's I completed a Linux revision. Okay. Understand, right? Anybody having
Yes,
any
sir.
doubts? Very good.